We've hit the point where I officially hate the man behind me.
Slightly scraping off the ice cream, and like in a food movie.
My body has given up on trying to save me, and now I'm just peacefully gliding into death. Or I don't know, because I have
The drama.
Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel. I'm Kate.
And I'm Jörn, and we bring all kinds of couple-related content right to you.
That's right, travel, date nights, competitions, challenges, and cruise ship crew content. So if that is your kind of content, then hit that subscribe button.
We are eating right now, but why the heck should you care? Because this is gonna be a vlog about eating, or better to say, about not eating. But since I'm not making a clear point, could you please explain what
we
are
are attempting a 48-hour fast. Why? For many reasons. We're going to get into them as this vlog goes on, but for the health benefits. Apparently it's supposed to be good for you, but we're not sure if we can do it. So we are attempting that. Welcome to the Last Supper. We're going to go through all of the stages of when your body is apparently doing something new because of the fast. We're going to do a check-in and tell you all the scientific reasons behind each layer, but we generally fast about 16 hours a day. We're used to 16 hours, up to 18, but definitely not 48. So I cannot promise you that I'm gonna be nice to you in this vlog,
right.
But we're gonna try, and then we're gonna break the fast hopefully in a healthy way, and we should be feeling good and regenerated and recycling all of our old cells. But anyway, before that, we've got a nice, well-balanced final meal, so let's get to eating.
Let's get to eating. We actually both couldn't finish our foods right before because it was just too much.
Yeah.
But we're still gonna do it. Our fast is officially gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So no solid food, solid stuff
No food
anymore.
No calories.
For the next 48 hours.
Yes, we'll check in with you at the first stage of the fast, which is in 4 hours.
Okay, see you then. It is 10 p.m. now, so that means we hit our first milestone 4 hours into the fast. We basically did the same thing that you always do when you had some dinner. So we're just digesting as normal, and our blood sugar has been high, and the sugar itself goes to the liver. But since I know that I'm not gonna eat for 48 hours, all I wanna do is eat.
I also am hungry. I'm hungry. I don't know if it's the last meal we ate, but we did like what everybody recommends. But anyway, we've made it to hour 4. Now between the hours of 4 and 12, which is gonna be 6 a.m., so I hope we just sleep right through it. Our blood sugar level is gonna come back down to hopefully normal if we have normal functioning bodies. Our blood sugar level is coming down, and our body's gonna start to use the glucose that our liver was stored as the energy source, which means that we're entering more of a fat burning phase, because insulin is what prohibits your body from burning fat, and now that insulin is going back lower, we should start be able to use fat for our energy source. So hopefully we won't even notice that one, and we'll talk to you after the 12-hour mark in the morning.
See you tomorrow.
Good morning. How are you feeling?
I feel quite good, I have to say. My tummy is growling, but I don't really feel that I'm very hungry.
Yeah, it's 11:30 a.m., which means we have 30 and a half hours left of our fast. So we're hitting the level of like, this is about as long as we've ever fasted. And I also woke up with hunger pangs, but by now they're already gone. I woke up about an hour earlier than Jörn, and I've been enjoying the slow morning, but I'm feeling fine.
So we made it into phase 3, 12 to 16 hours. And in that phase, the glycogen stores in the liver are almost gone, which marks the start of the ketogenesis. I'm just saying, we're not doctors, so we are also just repeating what we read about
doctors
that
or
whole
scientists.
phases. Yeah, but that ketogenesis is the start of the production of ketones by the liver, which are being used as fuel by the brain and the muscles, which is good because that also helps in the fat burning process. We also start the autophagy, which is the recycling process of damaged and old cells, which is supposed to be like self-cleaning for your body.
It just starts there. It's not at its full peak, and so if you're just normally, we're still at the normal amount of fasting per person sometimes. Like if you stop eating at 8 p.m., you usually get at least 12 hours. So everybody's body kind of starts that process, but we never let it get fully ramped up. So the point of going to 48 hours is we should hit peak autophagy later, but we have now officially entered autophagy. What's happening between the 16-hour and the 24-hour mark is that our body is now running on those ketones and our insulin levels have come down so low, which is good at preventing things like type 2 diabetes, because the less spikes you have in insulin, the better your body reacts to insulin. So we're hopefully getting to this point where we're resetting our insulin receptors, basically. So our goal is hydration now, because the most dangerous part of a fast is that you get dehydrated very quickly. So we've got these big things. Jörn has one too, a green one. Hopefully 2 of them by the time we talk to you again at 6 p.m. Unless we die somewhere in between and we hate our lives. Then we'll check back in. But otherwise, see you at the 24-hour mark.
Since we already told you that we are basically thinking about food the whole time or about eating, we want to keep ourselves occupied a little bit. So we were busy the whole morning with editing, and now we're on the way to
Pedicures! I think this day is just the hardest because it's literally the full day of being awake with the sun and there is no food allowed, and at least tomorrow we can like cook and be ready for food. And we had nothing planned today, which is like dangerous. You gotta have something to do but not too much where you use too much energy, and this is like a really hard balance, and I'm hungry, and so we're getting pedicures because I hope that we'll at least eat an hour of our life, and that's like 1 hour down. Haha, eat an hour. That's all I can think about. Anyway, off to the nail salon.
Hello, how are you feeling?
Love it. Look at my purple toes. They're summery. Okay, that's like a lot.
Well, you gotta tell what they look like.
How was your pedicure?
Very nice.
Very nice.
Feel very good.
My mom has been asking us to reorganize the fridge, and I guess the psychology behind doing this right now is that if we touch food, maybe we'll have the feeling that we ate food, right, Jörn?
Yeah, absolutely.
So on to the next project just to keep ourselves busy.
We are 24 hours in now, so we made it to halftime. I don't really feel like I'm necessarily hungry, so so far I'm fine.
Like you're waiting for your tummy to growl, but you have no symptoms of hunger besides
Not really.
that?
And also yesterday evening, the same like you, I felt like I want to eat something, and even that like decreased over time. So right now I don't feel like I have to eat something very soon.
No, I definitely don't feel well. I'm feeling fine.
I'm feeling fine.
I mean, I don't have any like stomach cramps. I don't have any hunger pains, but I do have a headache already. My body just wants food. So like I can tell I'm slower. I'm not remembering words as easily. Like I'm about to try to tell you the science of what's happening to me right now, but I cannot actually remember it. I'm gonna have to read it because I just can't. And I have a headache. So I'm gonna drink some more water. And if it gets very bad, then I'm gonna drink some electrolytes, which technically have a little bit of calories, which could technically break a fast. So I'm not sure. Right now I'm not gonna do it. I'm not that far, but I feel tired. I feel like I could probably just lay down and fall asleep. So I'm happy for you that you're having such a grand old time, but I'm a little bit irritable and I'm hungry and I want food, but right now, what should be happening in our body between 24 hours and 36 hours, which is then between now and 6 a.m., our ketone levels should be at the peak, so we should be running on fat and not on muscle. Right now, our body should be conserving the muscle we have and using just the ketones and fat burning, and we're at a strong autophagy. And the new thing that's come in that I cannot really explain to you, but it's this thing called BDNF. Basically, because we're using ketones, it's stimulating this BDNF thing to be present, which is making our brain actually stronger. So even though right now our brain has no food, apparently it's like doing push-ups for your brain. So when we come back and try to use our brain for learning and for memory and longevity and things like that, it should have like trained our brain to be stronger.
When are we gonna see each other
I
again?
guess unless there's something very important tonight, we'll see you in the morning. And we're just gonna say goodnight for now. It's 6 p.m. and maybe we'll see you in the morning if nothing huge happens.
Okay, see you there.
Bye.
How mean is that? We're sitting in our room and the ice cream truck comes by.
It is mean.
I think they wanna tease you.
Aww.
It's 11:15 now, so we have less than 19 hours left. How do you feel?
I feel terrible. And I feel even more terrible that Jörn has like no problem, but I've had a headache. I think I said it already at 6 p.m. That's now 6 hours I've had a headache and it just keeps getting worse. I can't think, I don't feel well, and I think I'm flushed. Like I feel like I'm definitely not doing well. And as much as I feel like I need to keep going, these fasts are studied on mice basically at this point, not even on humans. Like we're saying at each step, like the things that are supposed to be happening, but I can't actually prove that that's happening. And what we know about medicine is it's never studied on women, and like I have different hormones and different needs, and I have a different body fat percentage, and my body is just not used to this. So I'm drinking a green tea now. I've had a Gatorade to try to do electrolytes because this headache is terrible, but I'm telling you, like if I cannot sleep and it gets to 3 a.m., I'm just gonna end up eating something, and that is just what it's gonna be, because what's the point? I've already hit autophagy, I've hit these stages at 24 hours. We're at 30 hours now. Even if I wake up in the morning, I'll have hit 36 hours, which is really the biggest milestone. And anything after 36, between 36 and 48 is just like, it is what it is. I feel like this video is just watching Caitlin feel bad and Jörn feel like absolutely nothing's happening to him, so.
I mean, I have like every once in a while a little bit of a headache, but by far not as heavy as you describe it. So far, I mean, now getting into bed, I again feel like a little bit of hunger, but I get slower to the point that I say like, I'm excited to eat again. I hope that we can do it to the 48 hours, but let's see what the night brings.
Yeah. Good morning. I don't understand at all what happened to me, but I'm feeling way better. So either my body has given up on trying to save me and now I'm just peacefully gliding into death, or I don't know, because I have
The drama.
I have no symptoms anymore. I don't have a headache anymore. I don't have hunger pains. I don't feel bad. It's like my body gave up. So anyway, I'm feeling great. We have 7 hours left, I forgot to say. So good morning, 7 hours left. I think I can do it right now. Maybe after 3 hours I'll be like, I'm just kidding. But right now I'm feeling like the sleep really helped me. I had the Gatorade for the electrolytes and I feel a lot better. And the green tea.
I feel the same or similar to yesterday, which is probably similar to what you feel now. But I have to say, I think I dreamt so much more than usual, and most of it was about food. Honestly.
He never dreams.
I barely ever dream. But also, I remember even when I was awake, before actually falling asleep, like just closing my eyes, but my head, my thoughts circled around. We have ice cream still in the freezer, and all my head did was like taking a spoon and like slightly scraping off the ice cream, and like in a food movie or like in food advertisement. I had all these pictures in my head where I was like, why is that happening to me, right? Advertising ice cream to me right now.
Because your body's literally like, please eat something, I'm dying. That's what's happening.
Still, now I feel like, again, my stomach says like, you could eat something, but not super dramatic. But we made it into the peak process of regeneration and into the anti-aging mode.
Oh, can't you tell? Maybe that's why I feel so good. I'm getting younger by the second.
You're getting younger now. The body enters his high efficiency mode and is more focused on repair right now than on digestion. So our stem cells should be regenerating, our inflammation will be reduced, or like the risk of inflammation, and we have an improved mitochondrial function. And now we have not even 7 hours left, and I think that's something we can do.
As long as nothing dramatic happens, we'll see you when we start cooking, because we have a very special meal for breaking the fast, because you shouldn't just break it with McDonald's or Chick-fil-A, which would be my dream. See you there.
How are you spending your time?
Hi! I'm painting something for my mom just to distract myself.
Okay.
Because I'm hungry and I want to eat. These used to be black. I mean, you can kind of still tell I'm on my way. On the way. We've hit the point where I officially hate the man behind me and I just want to eat. We have 4 hours left and he refuses to let me because we're so close to the goal, and I understand that concept, but I also just want to eat. I'm having a black coffee because he won't even let me have 10 calories of creamer.
Yep.
And he's cooking for our meal in 4 hours. I can't even begin to describe to you how good it smells in here. It's ginger, garlic, and carrots right now in this pot, and I want it.
So since we're still 3 hours away from finishing the fast and we only got not even 200 steps in today, we're just gonna take a little walk also to distract my wife from the food that is on the kitchen counter.
It smells so good.
We literally have less than 3 hours left, especially only for the mental win. If it's
literally
only
for the mental win.
Yes, we're gonna finish those 48 hours and eventually she's gonna be proud, even though she doesn't realize it yet.
One hour left.
1 hour left. The mean part is that now we even cooked and everything and it smells good and we were sitting next to the pot the whole time and now even I'm hungry, so I wanna have the food on time in 1 hour.
Yes, exactly.
We're gonna be dipping our spoon into the soup in 1 hour.
Thank God he's finally on the same page as me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Best alarm that you ever got?
Oh my gosh, the worst 2 days of my life are over.
So we have our carrot soup with some crackers. We're gonna enjoy this right now to get something into our stomach and we're gonna analyze how we feel like in a couple hours tonight. If we feel any different after finally getting some food in again.
The timer went off. Give me a cheers.
Cheers.
Goodbye.
Okay, so we just broke our fast. You saw that. It's now been a couple hours. We've been digesting. We took another walk. How you feeling?
I feel basically back to normal. So I didn't have any major problems during the fast and also afterwards. Like sometimes I was like, is he maybe a little bit mad now out of a sudden getting some work to do? But eventually nothing happened and now I'm happy that we did it that way, like slowly starting with the soup and not going right to the snack shelf and
Like I
eating
probably
everything.
wanted to do at that point.
Yeah, but I'm also happy that it's over now.
Yeah, the last hour, like we showed you like 1 hour to go, I was like shaking the whole time. I don't know if my adrenaline got high or like I was just like, it felt like the worst hour of my life. Like the hour before that, like going from 2 to 1 hours felt like it flew. We were playing cards with my grandma. But like that last hour, and then I was like, oh my God, I'm freaking out. So like I was, every 10 minutes we were giving a high five, like, okay, that was no more minutes in the 50s, no more minutes in the 40s. And like, I'm glad that you cooked because I didn't have the energy to do that. And I would have just bought like a soup that I could have like poured out of a bucket into the microwave. I couldn't have done it. So thank you for cooking. And it was really good. And I also am not really having any digestive issues in that sense. So I think that's okay. I don't know if I'd ever do 48 hours again. I will say that. I think I probably could do 36 hours again. And you get roughly the same benefits between hours 36 and 48. Like the longer you go, the more autophagy, but eventually you're gonna hit starvation and then your body's gonna use muscle again. So you shouldn't do too long anyway. So really the things that we're saying happened, we can't see that they happened. So we're just kind of hoping they happened. Anyway, would you do it again?
I could consider doing it again, but not for the foreseeable future. Twice a year would probably be max.
Yeah, the other thing is like we are on vacation right now. We had nothing to do. Like I could not work like that.
Yeah.
I could not do my job singing like that. I could never go on stage like that. So this is not practical. I don't know who can do this. So yeah, this worked in our vacation, but we probably only have time once a year to do something like this. And then it just feels like suffering. But anyway. Thanks for watching this video.
Thanks for watching this video and we hope you enjoyed it and maybe you also learned a little bit or got some inspiration to look up stuff like that and will help you in the future. And keep liking, subscribing and sharing this video to your friends and then we're gonna see you in the next video.
Bye.